guys, thanks for being here with me today. I'm getting started on a brand new collection of mountain landscapes, and I can't wait to show you what I paint. I love starting with a clean studio, especially with my personality. I know that if things are somewhat organized, my thoughts and my success in getting a painting and a collection accomplished is going to be so much more and so much better than with the disorganized studio. And especially as a busy homeschooling mom of 3 girls, having my supplies available and ready to paint is really key for me. My studio is in our dining room, which mostly stays a printing and painting studio year-round. But juggling prints and packing up original paintings while painting a new collection can get interesting, as I do have supplies all over the house. So I'm just cleaning up here, and this is my first collection of the year, so I'm setting up my easel again and just getting out all my paints and brushes and everything ready to go. Okay, let's start a new painting. Took me a minute to remember how to open my easel and get it set back up, but here we are, and I am ready to go. So when I start a new painting, the first thing I do is spray it with water, and then I start by applying a thin layer of usually yellow ochre. I love applying a thin layer as a background for a few reasons. First, am I the only one that doesn't like to stare at a blank canvas or a blank stark white sketchbook page? Getting rid of all of the white takes away the hesitation to just start painting for me. I also love that instead of starting on a bright white background, I'm starting my layers of paint with the white covered and almost a medium tone to start my layers. So for instance, if I'm starting on the sky, it's easier for me to paint the sky and any clouds on top of something other than a white background. And it's a bonus that the yellow ochre can peek through on certain parts of the painting and really give it a lot more interest. Hey guys, today I'm starting a new collection, and so I thought I would take you through my process and show you how I get started. So usually I start out with a quick, loose gray line sketch to map out different parts of my landscape. And this time I started with the sky, and my goal is just to quickly cover up that brightly saturated, beautiful yellow ochre layer, which is a good motivator for me to move quickly. It's not about the details right now, it's just getting these large areas covered up with the first layer. Taking some time here to spray my glass palette with some water and scrape it off. I absolutely love since I've switched to this glass palette. It's so easy to clean, and I love that I can just reuse it over and over. So my next focus is going to be working on the shadows and blocking the main areas with color. So I'll take a look at the picture I'm using, or whatever reference I'm using, and I'll look for the dark areas and start focusing on those shadows and just get those dark areas blocked in. You know, I have a couple of tips when starting a painting. I tend to focus on the details, and one tip I have is to start with larger size brushes. I can get really into the details, and I think it's easier to get these colors blocked in with a bigger brush, so it helps me from adding too many details too soon. And the amount of time I've wasted on adding details too soon is just way too much. And it really helps you get those areas blocked in so you can focus on the details if that's what you're going for. Another tip is to not use so much white in those early layers. I think it can tend to dull the painting. And that's why I go for adding the shadows first so that those highlights can have a place to rest on. So I'm trying to keep as much of the saturation. It looks so bright to me right now, but I know that will shine through the painting and the layers. So I try to keep that as long as I can before adding so much white to my greens. Another tip is to really get into color mixing. And maybe it's the homeschool teacher in me, but mixing my own greens has really changed how I see landscapes and how I apply that to my painting. Have some fun mixing different greens, different blues and yellows, and I love keeping color swatches in a sketchbook. I love painting some swatches while I'm painting if I come up with a color that I just love or a tone that I love. So I just suggest you get into that and, find a way to log this, and I really think it'll help your painting. So as you can see, I'm adding kind of swatchy brush strokes of grass layers. Not getting too detailed yet, so I'm trying to still focus on giving those highlights a place to rest on, like I said earlier, giving a background for those finishing layers to rest. And as I go on, I will start adding more and more finer and longer brush strokes to show the grassy details. Just finishing up more layers of details here. I just love those last bit of details. It just really adds so much character to a painting. I love just showing the movement of the grass, and just love being inspired by my hike with my family that we went on. It's what this painting is inspired by. I can just remember the feel of the grass, and I love showing that through my painting. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and thank you so much for being here. Let me know in the comments if you'd love to see more videos like this.